Hey guys, Zane here with another quick one take review, and today I wanted to talk about the Julianna Barwick album Nepenthe. Nepenthe is the 2013 third solo studio album from ambient artist Julianna Barwick. Now, ambient music of any kind can be very easily made, but for it to be actually memorable seems nearly impossible initially, and it especially seems unlikely on paper when you just look at the concept of the genre itself. For every truly stunning ambient record that's come out over the last, say, 20 years or so, there must be at least a solid 500 that you'll have completely forgotten by the time that you move on to the next record. That isn't to say that those 500 albums are bad, the vast majority of them will be pleasant enough, but that just brings me to my point. Ambient is generally very easy to make decent, but it's very, very hard to make above average. Now, with that being said, Julianna Barwick is a beloved figure and a very well-respected, nearly legendary individual within ambient music for very good reason. Nepenthe is haunting and at times seemingly isolated, as it comes across as disconnected and disillusioned with whatever surrounds you in your physical space in reality. I know that may sound like a very odd description upon first listen, maybe, but upon multiple listens, you kind of get the feeling that this record doesn't really care about pleasing you, the listener, but rather about pleasing itself and its own needs in building a sort of world through these very ambient textures. At the same time, the record is also a brilliant exercise in a cold sort of hypnosis, as it manages to draw you in with its ethereal qualities without ever really touching you on a personal level. It's like watching a very, very beautiful scene that kind of comes towards the end of a dramatic movie that you've been very engrossed with. It's not necessarily something that you yourself are being put into or anything like that, but you can't help but feel directly connected to it, even if it doesn't directly connect with you. Julianna Barwick is one of the greats of modern ambient music, and we continue to see that more and more with every record that she eventually releases, but Nepenthe may ultimately be her true masterpiece, as this is just a gorgeous record in a way that most ambient albums simply can't achieve on their own. So again, Nepenthe, I'm going to give this a final rating of 4.5 stars out of 5 because it is truly beautiful. It's just a stunning album that I do highly recommend, and it warrants multiple listens too, which is also something that you can't say about a lot of similar ambient work as well, which kind of is just background music for one listen, and then upon multiple listens it gets kind of tired and sort of repetitive hearing the same sounds. But this album kind of creates its own world, and it desires your attention without ever actually really touching you in any particular way like some other very atmospheric similar music kind of does. And as such, again, 4.5 stars out of 5. And with that being said, that's the end of this quick review, and I'll see you guys in the next one.